Hey everybody, today we're going to be cracking open the history of Jacksepticeye.
Top of the morning to you laddies, my name is Jacksepticeye. Welcome to South Park. Franbo, PT, Jacksepticeye game, Among the Sleep, The Forest, Happy Wheel, Subnautica.
I'm dying! My hair green!
Now, I absolutely love this man. He's both the reason I wanted to become a YouTuber, as well as why I love horror games. He also might be the reason I'm addicted to coffee. And being loud. Now grab a hot cup of coffee and snuggle up because this could be a slightly longer nutshell with way more gushing from my end. Jack was a huge influence on me in my youth, and this video is going to be made both for me, him, as well as everybody else. Sean William McLaughlin, better known as Jacksepticeye, is a name that millions, if not billions, have heard. His name is up there with other YouTube juggernauts like Markiplier and PewDiePie. Born on February 17th, 1990, Jack has a passion for creating. In the late 2000s, he created a band while still in high school named Raised to the Ground. Funny enough, one of his later videos is him going ham on the drums and doing a cover of Chop Suey by System of a Down. And that's how I was introduced to Chop Suey and System of a Down and other bands like him. And I still listen to them to this day. He started making YouTube videos in early 2012 and wanted the channel to be dedicated to impressions.
I actually started out, I wanted to do impressions of people on YouTube. I didn't even start out doing gaming at all.
This is made apparent by his Solid Snake War Never Changes impression, which is his first video. It's actually still up to this day. Oh god, how am I going to condense almost a decade worth of videos, laughs, tears, and setups into one YouTube video? Let's start with the name. Jack is a commonly used nickname for Sean, and after the eye he cut playing football got infected, he started to use the name Jacksepticeye. Next up is his cabin. His cabin. Jack started to record videos in his parents' cabin way back from 2012 to 2014. During this time, he feared that people would make fun of him for being Irish, so he tried to mask it by using a shitty webcam mic and doing an American accent. He also talks like a lot slower in these videos, and you can really tell he was trying to hide it. His famous flat cap hat stuck with him from 2012 all the way to 2017. He would only ever take them off when he was doing reading your comments videos or doing blogs. During this time, he was also posting on Vine and doing short little vines, and I think some of them are actually still on his channel. While in the cabin, his internet was absolutely terrible. He'd routinely start uploading his videos late at night, and when he finished editing them, leave for school the next morning just to come back home and have the video almost done uploading. Sometimes if it was longer videos, it'd take multiple days. I couldn't imagine having to do that, but Sean was a dedicated man. During his early days of YouTube, Jack was still trying to figure out who he was, hiding his accent and putting up a sheet to hide the fact that he eventually moved out of his parents' cabin in 2014. Jack was a man that was scared that people would hate him and make fun of him. His early videos even introed with him saying, "Hello, you beautiful people out there," in a heavily Americanized accent. Eventually, he found his niche. Becoming friends with YouTubers such as Markiplier after PewDiePie shouted Sean out, Jack slowly started to become more comfortable with who he was, and he wasn't as afraid to show it. Starting his videos with the now famous top of the morning to you laddies, my name is Jacksepticeye and welcome to whatever. Welcome back to whatever. Sean was embracing his Irish roots, and he wasn't afraid to show who the real Jack was. This is also the era of green hair Jack. Announcing to the world his hair was now as vibrant and shining as his personality, Jack uploaded the video, "I dyed my hair green," after, well, dyeing his hair green. This all happened because Markiplier would dye his hair pink if he reached the goal he set for the Depression and Bipolar Association. After crashing the site with people giving money, Jack said, "Yeah, well, let's do it anyways." And ever since then, his iconic grassy green hair has been a staple in videos for years to come. The boss hat didn't return until 5 years later though, and I loved that hat. It was so great. In 2016, Robin was hired as Jack's first editor to help alleviate some stress while still pumping out quality videos twice a week. 2017 was noticeable because it was the first time in 5 years that Jack didn't upload twice a week because he was touring with the Game Grumps. Now, fast forward to 2018. We're starting this year off with a bang and PMA. That's right, everybody. We're starting off with positive mental attitude. PMA was Jack's response to the ever-growing hate on the internet, as well as some banger merch that I unfortunately was unable to purchase. During late 2018, Sean decreased his upload schedule to once a week due to him being on break in Los Angeles. The once-a-week upload would persist until the summer of 2019. Then COVID hit in 2020. Jack's uploads became more sporadic as the years of constant grinding finally took a toll on him and his physical health. Detailed in his Why 2020 Almost Made Me Quit YouTube video, he talks of being burnt out and how he wants to take a step back from a set-in-stone schedule, but was afraid to. 2020 made Sean realize that he couldn't always be the silly, happy-go-lucky Irish he was in the times past, and while fans may miss the old Jack, the new one is more comfortable and calmed. He's the Jack we have now, and we love him all the same. Now that we have a decently coherent timeline, I'm going to talk about Jack's alters? Yeah, that sounds about right. Chase Brody is the first ultra that Sean created, making his debut in a bro average video. Chase is a happy-go-lucky, loud and energetic person, but beneath all of that polish and shine is a broken man. A man who's forced to make videos on the internet in order to make sure his wife won't take the kids from him. In some ways, Chase represents Jack and how underneath that loud exterior, there's still a person, and what's shown on camera isn't always who people really are. Second on the list is Jackie Boy Man. Jackie Boy Man is Jack's superhero alter ego. Jameson Jackson is the high-class roller of the alters. He is a sophisticated man who enjoys the finer things in life, such as pumpkin carving. He hates messes though, so even when he accidentally cuts himself, he's ready with a handkerchief to clean it up. Second to last is Marvin the Magnificent. Slightly more cynical than our original green-haired fella, Marvin is a master of magic and laughs in the face of silly science. Finally is Dr. Schniepelstein. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been told he likes his full title of Dr. Henrik von Schniepelstein. The doctor is your average medic from TF2. Serial doctor license included in everything. He's also having marriage issues, except his wife is having an affair with Rick, the tennis instructor.
This is the only way my wife and kids were going to stay with me. Otherwise, they're going to stay with that tennis instructor Rick. That bastard!
This puts the doctor in such a low spot that Auntie is able to take over. Oh yeah, I forgot about Auntie. Jacksepticeye is the evil version of Jacksepticeye. He wants to be able to take over Jack's body and use it for his own nefarious purposes. All the other egos, except for Jackie Boy Man and Chase, are puppets of Auntie. In a few videos, Auntie has even gone as far as to try and kill Jack through other alter egos. All around, a pretty bad vibe dude, and I would recommend sleeping with one eye open while he's around. Or not sleeping at all. And you know what would help with that? A nice big old cup of dirty bean water. Dude, these transitions are perfect. I'd be great at advertisements. Top of the Morning Coffee is Jacksepticeye's very own coffee brand that he sells. Top of the Morning Coffee was born after a tweet of Jacksepticeye Coffee and the caption, "Might fuck around and release a coffee company soon." It's great for both the early birds and night owls who just need to get in one more match or finish a video editing. It's only 3:30 a.m., I'll be fine. Last person I want to talk about is Septiceye Sam. I actually made 2 of these little guys when I was like 12. Stitched them by hand and stuffed them in everything. I was always planning on giving one to Jack when he passed PewDiePie in subs. Oh, how innocent I was. Anyway, Sam is this little eyeball guy who's almost like the channel mascot. He's our little buddy and is even in Subnautica. There's also an evil Sam named Anti-Eye. He's Auntie's little buddy. It's funny. I normally suck so much at writing conclusions, but now I'm doing the conclusion first. Jack was my idol for so long. He's one of the major reasons I got into computers and gaming. I remember making a YouTube account without my parents' permission when I was like 10 or 11 just to watch his videos and sub to him. Even writing this, I can feel myself getting emotional and tearing up. Oh, and Jack, even though you never passed PewDiePie in subscribers, I still want to send you the other Septiceye Sam I made, because even though your YouTube content has changed and shifted away from your gaming, your heart has always been one of kindness and hopefulness. You helped bring me out of some bad times, and I can never thank you enough for that. So much of who I am now I can trace back to these videos that are 6, 7, and even 8 years old now. It's crazy. So with my nostalgia boner out of the way, thank you all for watching and taking this trip down memory lane with me, because this is definitely one of the more special videos to my heart. No nut pun this time, just have an amazing rest of your day, night, afternoon, whatever it is for you guys. I'll see you guys next video, hopefully with one less Sam in my room and one more in Jack's.
But thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, punch that like button in the face like a boss, and high fives all around. Whoosh, whoosh. But thank you guys, and I will see all you dudes. Never lost it. It's in here somewhere.